Hello, good evening, friend. Today I am going to discuss elevation in boiling point. This is also the part of colligative properties that I already explained you, that is the colligative properties in the previous video. So, colligative properties, I told you, that is the property which depends on number of solute particle. Okay, not any other not any other factor. That type of property is known as what? Colligative property. When you are going to study, that is colligative properties are n number of types, but in our syllabus there are four colligative properties are there. So first colligative properties, here the definition is depends on that depends on number of solute particle. Which particle? Not solvent, number of solute particle, that you keep in mind. That depends on number of solute particle. Of these colligative properties there are so many types of colligating, but in our syllabus what are there? Elevation in boiling point, that is first one is elevation in boiling point. What we have to do after elevation in boiling point, that is when you are going for the second type of properties, student, that is elevation in boiling point. After that, next one is, that is depression in freezing point. Depression in what, student? Depression in freezing point. Depression in freezing point. A third point, when you are going, student, third point, that is relative lowering vapor pressure. Okay, third point is what? Relative lowering vapor pressure. Okay, relative lowering vapor pressure. Lowering vapor pressure. And last one is the osmotic pressure. Last one is osmotic pressure. Dear student, what we have to understand here, you see, elevation in boiling point we are taking. So firstly we defined, that is what is colligative properties. Colligative properties are those properties which depends on number of solute particle. Now second one is, what are the types of colligative properties? Elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point, relative lowering vapor pressure, and osmotic pressure. These colligative properties, they do not depend on the nature of the solute particle. They only depends on the what, student? They only depends on the number of solute particle. Okay. So let us try to understand one by one this colligative properties. So first properties I am taking, and what we will do is, student, we will solve some of the problem based on this. Okay. So first of all, let us try to understand the concept, then we will go with the problem. So that is first colligative properties is what, student? Elevation in boiling point. Elevation in boiling point. So first colligative properties, elevation in boiling point. So let us try to understand what is the elevation in boiling point. So firstly you try to understand what is the boiling point. Okay, what is the boiling point? So student, boiling point is, it is the, you can define, that is, it is a temperature, it is temperature at which, what is happening, student? At which the vapors of the liquid, at which the vapors of the liquid, of the liquid or any substance, you can say liquid, becomes equal to what, student? Become equals to what, student? Atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure. So if it is depending on what, student? If the vapor pressure is becoming equal to the atmospheric pressure, that is known as what? Boiling point. Okay. So if suppose, student, that is particular temperature is what? That is the vapor pressure. Okay, the vapors of the liquid become equal to the atmospheric pressure. Okay, this is vapor pressure, actually vapor pressure. So what is the temperature at whatever the temperature at which the vapor pressure become equal to atmospheric pressure is known as what, student? Boiling point. For example, if you suppose example, student, that is water. If you are taking water, that is H2O, if it is the pure, boils at what is the, student? That is 100 degrees Celsius, or that is we can say 273.15 Kelvin. Okay, at which what is happening, student? If you talk about, that is At this temperature, vapor pressure is, at this temperature, if you talk about at this temperature, vapor pressure is, of water is, vapor pressure of water is how much, student? Of water is how much it is? If you talk about, it is the 1.013 bar, 1.013 bar, okay, which is equal to atmospheric pressure, which is equal to 1 atm, 1 atm atmospheric pressure. So we know that is the on the surface, that is 1 atm pressure is applicable. So at what temperature, at what temperature the vapor pressure at the particular temperature, suppose 100 degree, this is the temperature 100 degree at which the vapor pressure, that is 1 bar, is becoming equal to the 1 atm. So this 1 bar and 1 atms are what? That is vapor pressure and atmospheric pressure become equal at what temperature? That is 100 degrees Celsius. And this 100 degrees Celsius is implied that is the boiling point. So boiling point is what, student? The temperature at which the vapor pressure become equal to atmospheric pressure. So 1 bar become the 1 atm, that is what known as boiling point. Now you try to understand the concept behind this. Okay, let us go and derive the derivation for this one. So when you are going to derive the relation for the elevation in boiling point, friend, so that is the very easy derivation is there that anyone can understand. Here in this case, in colligative properties, student, what we are going to consider here, that is try to understand. So that is solute. When you are taking solute is non-volatile, okay, non-volatile. Non-volatile means what is, student? No vapor pressure, no vapor pressure. This is what the case for solute, okay, no vapor pressure. When you are talking about solvent, student, solvent, so solvent is volatile, so what is have vapor pressure, have vapor pressure. Try to understand, student, with the help of diagrammatically I am trying to explain to you, because this is the quite critical concept but easy concept. Let us see. Here is pure solvent, okay, pure solvent, one container. Here I am taking what, student? Solution. When pure solvent is there, so all are the volatile. This is what this is, student, this is what the volatile. So if all are volatile, student, means all will give the vapors, whatever the surface area there, they all will vaporize. So what will happen? It is happening the high vapor pressure, Suppose one you are adding, student, when you are adding, that is solute. What solute you are adding, student? That is non-volatile. So non-volatile solute, student, you are adding, it is not having the any vapor pressure, okay. So what we are able to understand here, student, whatever this is water molecule is there, and the same amount of that is non-volatile solute is there on the surface, everywhere is there on the surface. Now surface area of this, student, surface area of what? Surface area, if you are calculating surface area of solvent, is getting decreased, because whatever these particles are there, student, on the surface, solid particle, they will suppress the vapors of the liquid, suppress the vapors of the water. So here the vaporization will be less. So low vapor pressure. So that is solution is always having low vapor pressure. A vapor pressure, when you are talking about, it is inversely proportional to what is, student? Boiling point. What is that is? When the boiling point is high, okay, boiling point is high means vapor pressure is less. So what we have to do is, student, if you want to boil, what you need to do is, student, you need to have the equate the vapor pressure, okay. Actually it is not the inversely proportional, student. Don't try to understand in this way. You try to understand this, that is the boiling point equal to what? Atmospheric pressure equal to what? Vapor pressure. Now atmospheric pressure is constant and this is less. So what we have to do? You have to heat more, okay. To equate is, it is not the inversely proportional, actually it is proportional. So to get the boiling point you need to heat, because it is the less vapor pressure in the case of solution. So what we have to do, student, what we have to understand, so less vapor pressure means that is low boiling point. Low boiling point means to boil what we have to do, student. To boil what we have to do, heat at high temperature, heat more. Okay, heat more, so more temperature required. So what they are saying, that is TB, this is the boiling point of solution. And second is TB naught. Okay, TB naught, that is, it is the boiling point of solvent. Okay, boiling point of what, student? This is the solvent. Up now try to understand this concept, student. So TB naught is the boiling point of solvent and TB is the boiling point of the solution. Ab how you will be able to understand, student? So when you are going, that is elevation in boiling point, student, when you are going to calculate that, let us try to understand here on the top of the board. So delta TB of which have the high temperature, which needs to boil, this needs to heat more to convert into the vapor, because here this particle are not allowing to form the vapor. So what is, you need to heat more, so that is TB will be high, T will be, and minus this will be low, easily all is vaporizing, so vapor pressure become atmospheric pressure easily. So here is what is, student? TB naught, that you have to consider. So here if you talk about, student, this is TB naught is equal to boiling point of pure solvent. Our next one, what is, student? Here is, that is TB is boiling point of solution. Containing what, student? Containing non-volatile solute. And last one, TB is there. Okay, so TB is what, student? When you are delta TB is, what is delta TB is, student? Elevation in boiling point. This is the elevation in boiling point. Elevation in boiling point. This we have to understand, student. Elevation in boiling point. This all things we have to understand one by one. The derivation, now little more deeper you try to understand. They are saying that is delta TB is the colligative properties. Okay, elevation in boiling point is colligative properties, and experimentally it is depends on the number of solute particle. Number of solute particle is the given, non-volatile, so that is we have to calculate in the terms of molality. So delta TB proportional to what, student? Molality. Okay, this is the experimental. Okay, this is experimental. Here is delta TB is equal to what we can write, KB into, that is small m. Now delta TB is equal to KB. Molality, how to define, means, student, number of moles of solute. Here is what, student? Number of moles of solute are divided by mass of solvent in kg. Mass of solvent in kg. Okay, mass of solvent in kg. Delta TB is equal to, okay, you go little in deep derive, student. Delta TB is equal to, here is KB. Moles of solute means given mass of solute, W2 upon M2 into what is, student? Mass of solvent in kg means W1 in gram. Okay, in gram, and if you are converting in kg, so here is, it will go in the numerator 1000. So this is the formula for the calculating elevation in boiling point. In this case, what are their terms, student? KB is what? Molar elevation constant. This is what, student? That is KB. This is KB is molar elevation constant. Now W2, when you are talking about W2, given mass of solute, given mass of what, student? This is the given mass of solute. Okay, Next one, M2. When you are going here, I am writing student M2. Molar mass of solvent. Molar mass of solvent. Molar mass of solvent. And when you are going for the W1. So W1, what is that is when you are going W1 student, W1. So what will be W1 student? That is given mass of solvent. Given mass of, here is molar mass of solute, friend, molar mass of solute, and given mass of what is student? Given mass of solvent. This is only. So these things you have to keep on. 2 is always is solute, whatever, wherever we are writing the term 2 solute, and 1 is what? Solvent. So when you are talking, that is W2 given mass of solute, M2 molar mass of solute, W1 given mass of solute, M2 is not required in this derivation. So this is derivation. Delta TB already we know, that is elevation in boiling point. Now let us solve some problem, student, and then you try to understand this total concept. Okay. So how we will be able to solve the problem? Wait, students. Hello friend. Now the problem based on the elevation in boiling point. Let us see what they are asking and what the question is. This question I have selected from the NCERT. Page example number 2.7 and page number 49. So let us see, student, what they have given. That is 18 gram of glucose is dissolved in 1 kg of water. At what temperature will water boil? At 1.013 bar. So atmospheric pressure they have given, student. Kb for water is also given. So let us, what we have to do, that is solution we are doing. Okay, solution. So here what they are saying is, student, one, the container is there and this container is having, that is water as a solvent is there. Okay. And in this one, what you are doing, you are dissolving, that is solute is getting dissolved, solute. So how much solute they are dissolving, student? That is solute is to have a given mass is there, given mass. And given mass I told you, student, that is W2. How much? 18 gram they have given. A molar mass is there. If you talk about the molar mass of glucose, molar mass. So molar mass of glucose easily you can calculate, student. C6H12O6. So C6H12O6, if you calculate, student, it is coming 180. Okay. Solvent they are saying there, they are saying that it is how many? Student, it is that is 1 kg. 1 kg is there. So 1 kg, if you are writing, student, you can convert into the 1000 gram. Okay, because we are discussing, that is the problem, formula is there in the form of the gram. Okay, so what they are asking, that is the boiling point, Kb for water is there, Kb H2O is there, student, Kb H2O 0.52. This is already given. Now they are giving, that is at what temperature will water boil. Okay, sir, at what temperature will water boil? Okay, this in the solution. Okay, so this question you, how we can do, student. So at boiling point of pure solvent, if you talk about, student, the boiling point of pure solvent. So firstly let us try to understand, student. You write, that is delta TB. Delta TB is equal to formula. What is formula, student? That is Kb into what, student? W2 into 1000 divided by what, student? This is M2 into W1. This is in the gram. Okay. Now in the form here, Kb is 0.52, student. Multiply by Kb is given 0.52. W2 how many gram, student? 18 gram. Multiply by 1000 divided by what, student? M2. M2 how much is there, student? 180. Multiply by W1. W1 given mass of the solvent 1 kg. 1 kg means how much, student? 1000 gram. In gram, 1 gram. So this cancel out, student. So what is 18 cancel out. So it is coming what, student? 0.052. Okay. So delta TB we got, student, 0.052. Okay. This is Kelvin. Now, student, let us move and do the final. So when you talk about the final, what is there in the, they are asking the boiling point of the solution, they are asking, student. Okay, water. So delta TB we know, delta TB is equal to what, student? Kb or delta TB is equal to TB minus TB naught. This derivation we did, student. So delta TB you got, student, 0.052. 0.052. TB for TB naught is for what is that is boiling point of what student? Boiling point of pure water, boiling point of pure solvent, pure solvent. A pure solvent is what student? Here is water is there. So at what temperature? Boiling point water, if you talk about, it is 100 degrees Celsius, or it is, if you converting in 273.15 Kelvin. So TB they are asking student, and here they have given 273.15 Kelvin. This is also in the Kelvin. So if you are going to calculate TB student, how to calculate? This will go that side. So 0.052 plus, this is in the Kelvin, here is 273.15 Kelvin. Now you add it out. So if you are adding a student, you will get 273.202 Kelvin. Now this is the, now the initially water is boiling at what? 273.15. Now water in the solution will boil at the 273.202, little higher student. How much? This is the 0.052 Kelvin temperature increases. Okay. Now in the, here we can write that is, now this is the boiling point of solution. Okay. So here you can write therefore boiling point of solution, boiling point of solution, boiling point of solution is how much? 273.202 Kelvin. Okay. So in solution water will boil, in solution, now the in solution, okay, in solution H2O will boil at, what temperature? Boil at what student? 273.202 Kelvin. This is our answer student. Now let us move for the another problem, and the same problem we are selecting the problem from the NCERT book only. Let us see the problem. The problem they have given, that is the 2.8. Okay, 2.8 and problem number page number 50. 2.8 and page number 50. So this is the example problem I am selecting students. So you will be able to understand from the NCERT book also. Let us try to understand. So what they are saying, the boiling point of benzene they have given student. So how much boiling point they are giving? Question 2.8. The boiling point BP, boiling point of benzene is given how much student? Is given 353.23 Kelvin. 353.23 Kelvin. 353.23 Kelvin when 1.80 gram of, okay, when 1.80 gram of what student? Non-volatile solute was dissolved. Okay, non-volatile solute was dissolved. Non-volatile solute was dissolved. Okay, so what is happening student? In 90 gram of benzene, C6H6. Now the boiling point is raised. How much? The boiling point is raised. How much student? Boiling point is raised. How much? 354.11 Kelvin. Okay. Calculate the molar mass of solute. Calculate the molar mass of solute. This is very easy problem student. Molar mass of solute. So how to calculate molar mass of solute? Kb for benzene is given. For benzene, how much is given Kb for benzene student? That is 2.53. It is given. Dear student, to do this type of problem, directly you try to understand, that is what is solvent, what is solute, what is, this thing. So one container is there, and in this container what is there, student? Benzene. Okay, benzene means C6H6, and how much benzene they are given? That is 90 gram. Okay, 90 gram benzene, and this 90 gram is, this is the solvent. Okay, nothing but this is solvent. And what solute you are adding, student? Solute, if you talk about solute, they are adding, that is non-volatile. You are adding non-volatile solute. non-volatile. So if you are adding the non-volatile solute, student, so they are saying that is how many gram? 1.80 gram you are adding, 1.80 gram, okay, and they are asking that is M2, okay. Here this is the solution of what they are saying, student. The initially they are saying that is the benzene is boiling point, so TB naught they have given, okay, how much? 353.23, and TB after dissolving boiling point of solution they are giving how much? 354.11. This question we have to understand. Other than this question, nothing is there in this question. Let us try to understand this question now. All the data I already wrote. On the top, what I am going to do is, student, here I am writing the formula. So in the formula we know that is, student, what is delta TB is equal to what we write, student, that is TB minus TB naught, okay, TB naught. So TB is equal to, they have given how much, student? Here is TB naught and TB here is given. So TB is what, student? 354.11 minus 353.23. So now what will come here? If you are calculating, it will come, student, 0.88 Kelvin. 0.88 Kelvin. Now that is a formula is what is there, student? Delta TB proportional to M. So delta TB, elevation in boiling point, how we wrote, student? KB into given mass upon what, student? Molar mass into, here is 1000 into W1 in gram, okay. So here is KB they have given, student. How much KB is given in the problem? KB for the benzene is given, student, that is 2.53. So 2.53, and W2 how much is there? 1.80 into 1000 divided by M2 they are asking, student, and that is W1 in gram. In how many gram of benzene? That is 90 gram. And here is delta TB you already calculated, student, 0.88 Kelvin, okay. Now what we can do is, student, that is M2 they are asking, okay, M2 they are asking. So how you will be able to do is, student, M2, let us try to understand here. So M2 is equal to here 2.53, student, 1.80 into 100 divided by what? 0.88 into 90. If you are dividing this, student, M2, so M2 you are getting that is 57.5 gram per mole, okay, gram per mole, or that is it is equal to what is M2 is equal to, if round here is, student, 58 gram per mole. So that is, if you are writing that is, so molar mass of solute is how much, student? That is 58 gram per mole. Okay, student, that is the very easy problem. You try to understand, you try to solve too many times, you will be able to understand. Hello friend, now the problem number 83 from the page number 23, Narayana NEET book I have taken. That is when 10 gram of non-volatile solute is dissolved in 100 gram of benzene. Okay, let us try to understand, student. That is the benzene solvent is there, student. That is solvent is what? This is the benzene, okay, and that is they have given 100 gram of benzene. How much is given, student? 100 gram. So equal to, this is W1, okay. Now you are dissolving, student, what you are dissolving? This is you are dissolving the solute. So when 10 gram of non-volatile, so W2 how much you are dissolving, student? 10 gram. Solute dissolved in 100 gram of benzene, it raised the boiling point by 1 degree Celsius. So delta TB they are asking, student, how much they have given? 1 degree Celsius, okay, 1 degree Celsius, or that is 1 Kelvin, both are same, student, difference is always same, okay. Then molecular mass of solute they are asking, what they are asking, student? M2 they are asking, or KB for benzene they have given, KB they have given how much, student? 2.52. So let us write down the formula and just try to check out that is what could be answer. 2.23, 233, 243, 253. So which one will be our options? So this is the quite easy problem, student, that much not we have to worry about this. So let us try to write down the formula. What the formula they are saying is, student, that is formula for elevation in boiling point is, student, delta TB, okay. So delta TB is equal to what, student? KB into molality, student, W2 upon M2 into here is 1000 by W1 in what, student? Gram, Okay, now keep it the value student. Kb value how much student? 2.52 multiply by how many gram of solute? That is 10 gram of solute. Dissolve in the here multiply by 1000 from the formula, and molecular M2 they are asking student, and here is that is how many gram of solvent student? That is 100 gram of 100 gram of benzene. So here is 100. Now student, here little bit I am erasing here. So what we can do is student, KB they have also given student. Okay, KB how much they are giving student? KB if you talk about, that is KB how much 1 degree they have given, here is 1 degree Celsius, or that is 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin, both are same student, because this is the difference. So that is what we can do student, that is 1 equal to 2.52 into 10 into 1000 divided by what student? M2 into 100. If you talk about cross multiply M2, this is going there, so this will come here. So 2.52 into 10 into 1000 student by what? 100. If these 20 cancel out student, so how much option is coming student? M2 is equal to 252 gram per mole. M2 is equal to 252 gram per mole. So if you go and check with the option student, so option number what student? Option number, okay, option number D. Option number D is matching student 252. So this is all about the elevation in boiling point student. I hope this concept will be clear to you. Thank you so much for watching friends.